Good day education students. So I guess one of your requirements in this subject NSTP is you're going to create a lesson plan and you're going to demonstrate it, right? So it's very salient for education students to know on how to craft a good lesson plan, specifically the 4 A's. Ma'am, wag may kabalo ng 4 A's, ma'am. So, what does 4 A stand for? The first A is for activity, the second, analysis, third, abstraction, the fourth one is application. It's under the procedure sa lesson. Okay, what does 4 A's or what makes 4 A's different from other lesson plans? Okay, its uniqueness. It deviates the traditional one. Kay kung traditional manggod nga lesson plan class, pag enter pa lang ni ma'am sa classroom, wala na dahin siya, okay? Our lesson for today is all about noun. Diba? Unlike sa 4 A's, you let your learners or the teacher lets the learners or students discover the topic by giving first the activity. Diba? You let your students analyze what is the topic all about by giving the activity first. So that's the good thing of 4A's lesson plan. Let us define first what is lesson plan. Lesson plans are a written plan of what a teacher will do in order to achieve the goals or objectives during the class. So in short, lesson plan serves as the teacher's guide in what to do inside his or her class. So dili pwede nga si teacher mo sulod lang sa klase without specific or clear objectives in mind. So dapat iyang mindset is, okay, I should prepare a lesson plan in order to list my specific objectives nga inani dapat ang ma-attain sa akong students ani nga lesson. So in lesson plan, apil na diha ang teaching method, the teaching learning process, 'di ba? So the assessment. So kaya nga very important siya in education. We will focus now on 4A's lesson plan. So 4A's lesson plan has its own components. First, we have objectives. So objectives is the layunin or goals to be attained in the class or during the class. It should have the cup. Baso ni ma'am. Baso, no, it's not. C stands for cognitive, A, affective, P for psychomotor. These three are domains in objectives. So, dapat, while making your objectives in your lessons, dapat mahit nimo siyang tulo. Cognitive is more on mental capacity of the child. Affective, the emotion. Psychomotor, it's the motor action like mga performance. So, dili pwede ang isa lang ang imong ihatag. Diba? Di siya kompleto, mo siya pungkol. Diba? Dapat it should have 3. Or what if more than siya, ma'am? More than 3. Okay lang as long as naa ang tulo. Okay? Pero dili siya pwede nga isa or duha lang. It should have 3 domains. And every domain, it should have a corresponding condition. Like for example here, pag moana ta didto as teacher, at the end of the lesson, the students will be able to identify the noun. So it's hanging. Dapat as teacher, you should provide how they are going to identify the noun through the given selection. So that is now our condition. Maghatag kag condition ba? Ana. Next is the subject matter. It includes topic. Kung imong topic is proper and common noun, okay, put it here beside topic. Okay? So source nimo, if it is taken from the book, okay, write the title of the book and the page where the topic can be found. And for the materials, of course, if you will be using in your lesson the projector, cartolina, then put it all here in the materials. The third one is the procedure. Under procedure, we have preliminary activities such as prayer, greetings, and review of the lesson. Here comes the motivation. Motivation should be engaging. Diri pa lang daan. So, dapat you could catch the attention of your learners or your students. So I can suggest that you can have a Socratic way of questioning. So unsa po na siya, ma? So you can ask questions to the students that are related to the topic, and the students also could relate. So like for example, if your topic will be proper noun, so you can ask question like, what places in the Philippines you want to visit? Okay, possible they would answer Bohol, Palawan, Ilocos. So those are examples of proper nouns. So you gradually introduce the topic sa ilaha. Even you didn't mention nga, proper noun na yatong topic class, di ba? Okay, you can also have a follow-up question about why you want to visit these places. Di ba? It's a very simple question, yet it's very engaging for the learners. Let's have now the first A, which is activity. So you can use here the different strategies or activities as teacher, like group activity, brainstorming, think, pair, and share. And like for example, if you're an English teacher, then your topic would be proper noun. So you will let your students to be grouped into 4, and then you task them to list names as many as they can, and then present it in front, right? So after the presentation, here comes the second A, in which it is analysis. So the question or the teacher now will ask questions to the students like, what have you observed in the given activity? So possible, ang answer sa mga bata na is, kuan ma'am, kanang puro siya mga pangalan sa tao. Diba? So there's now a little glimpse of the concept. So follow up on the teacher, what do you think, or where do you think those words belong in parts of speech? So possibly makana ang bata since na naman sila gamay nga knowledge. So kana sila nga sa kuan ma'am, sa noun ma'am, 'di ba? So you let your students discover the topic. So that's the good thing of 4A's lesson plan. It's more on discovery of learning. The third A is abstraction. Unsa lang ang makita diri? So the content of your discussion. Like for example, if your topic is proper and common noun, so everything under proper and common noun, ibutang nimo the definition and its examples. Ana lang. Then the fourth A is application. The teacher now can give another activity regarding a proper and common noun. Like for example, the students will be grouped into 2, and then they would justify the significance of the proper and common noun in making a sentence. That's it. Okay? The fourth one is the evaluation. It's more on individual assessment, in which the teacher will give a like for example, mga identification nga mga activity, like tay mo anang teacher Don Mariano. So you will identify in which noun it belongs, if it is proper or common, di ba? Like teacher, it's common or proper. Ana lang sa evaluation. Then fifth one is the assignment or agreement. Sa assignment, your assignment should be related in your lesson. Like you will task them to create a 5 sentences using underlining the proper noun and common noun. So for agreement, you will task them to read what is verb in advance. That is agreement, right? So that composed the elements of or the components of the 4A's lesson plan.